Well, for the past 7 years, we have witnessed countless scenes of death and destruction in Iraq. And now, allegations that the horrors of war extend to the unborn. Parents of children in Fallujah believe chemical weapons caused an upturn in birth defects. Now, Mohammed shows us the daily struggle facing these kids and their families.
Akram is just a day old. He was born with a cleft lip and cleft palate and is one of many children at Fallujah's General Hospital suffering from severe birth defects.
This is Mohammed. He's 1 month old.
Mohammed has cardiac problems, the most common defect among the children here. Down the corridor we meet Sufyan. He is just 2 years old but has already had 7 operations to alleviate the swelling around his brain. Doctors tell his mother still more will be needed. Overwhelmed by medical bills, she says she has to borrow cash just to get to the hospital. Sufyan's health problems have forced her and her husband to make a difficult decision. I will not have children anymore, says Shukriay. I need to take care of the one that I have now. When me and his father saw his situation, we decided not to have children anymore. The cause of these defects is unknown, but doctors here say they are increasing.
We may see 4 or 5 patients weekly, if not daily. They many times ask me or ask other doctors, what can we do? What can we treat our children? I told you, we have no facilities. Many of such defects can't be treated here.
At the Fallujah branch of the Iraqi Handicapped Society, parents seek help for their disabled children. Since 2004, Hussein Matrood says he has seen a sharp rise in the number of deformities. The number increased after the military operations that took place in Fallujah in the first and second state of the operations, says Hussein. They used all kinds of weapons, even the forbidden ones. In 2004, U.S. forces launched 2 major offensives to clear insurgents from Fallujah. Large parts of the city were reduced to rubble. Hundreds of tons of munitions were used. There is a concern for the people of Anbar and the people of Fallujah that they were exposed to weapons effects, says Iraq's Deputy Minister of Health. But to be scientifically accurate, we don't have the accurate scientific analysis to prove this case so far. Many residents believe the weapons used release toxic chemicals that are causing these deformities. 5-year-old Zahra was born with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. Her mother was pregnant with her when the Fallujah offensive began. Her father blames American weapons. They bombed the house. They claimed we were terrorists, says Mohammed. I told them that it is just me and my wife. We were just married 3 months ago. And he is still angry. We were comfortable, he says. Then the occupation came. Our families were destroyed. My child is not the first child that got this in Fallujah. Hundreds, maybe even thousands of children are suffering. 2 years after Zahra was born, Mohammed and Rana had another child, a son named Abdurrahman. His deformities were even worse, and he died just 3 days after being born. Rana also rules out having any more children. She says her family's situation is far too difficult. It is undescribable. It's torture, says Rana. The child is suffering. She can't play. She can't stand on her feet. She can't even eat. Someone has to feed her. But there are no reliable statistics for birth defects in Fallujah. No studies on their cause or causes. No comparison with other Iraqi cities. There are simply no answers.
These deformations, we are saying, also we are saying that the causes are more complex than some people think. We are not denying the existence of it. We are saying that it is, and understanding the complexity is necessary, is important, so that we can deal with the problem.
Now the World Health Organization plans to investigate, saying in a statement to CNN that it wants to verify and confirm the increase in the differential incidence of the cases of the birth defects. At the hospital, Dr. Abdul Ghani says the international community has to help. In the face of so much suffering, she is on the verge of despair.
I feel shame when I answer my patients. Sometimes I feel I want to cry because I can't do anything for them.
Mohammed, CNN, Baghdad.
Well, the US Defense Department tells CNN it takes public health issues very, very seriously and is aware of the reports of a rise in birth defects in Fallujah. But it says it can't draw any conclusions without scientific studies into the incident and causes of birth